So
Ah.
obviously, thank you for getting off of work to come and jump on
Mhm,
here.
mhm.
I don't know if you are time limited or whatever, so we'll definitely try cover your story as best as possible and
All
fend
right.
off niche. So yes, Grawrz, let's do an intro. I know a little bit about you. I've spoken with
Uh-huh.
you a little bit before, but
Yep, yep.
obviously we have to take it that a lot of people might not know who you are or in different
Mhm.
sections of the Ronin ecosystem. So do
Yep.
you want to do a quick intro to how you entered Ronin and Web3?
All right. So I started in well, before we do anything, yeah, my name is Grawrz. I'm a content creator for Axie Infinity and Ronin in general. I started with Axie Infinity in 2021, and that was the biggest amount of money I've ever put into something, and I was shaking as I transferred my first $1,000 from my bank account into Ethereum, and then bridged it to the into Ronin. And the entire step of the way is like a 5 minute interval between the bridging, right? I was
Yes,
physically shaking
dude,
because I
I
don't
feel that.
know. I don't know if I was making the right move. Step number one is, am I on the right chain? Am I following the right
Yep.
instructions? Is this something I wanted to do? Because $1,000 is a lot of money, dude. It's a lot of money.
Yeah, for sure. And actually, I can relate to that so hard, dude. Once I got into crypto and stuff like that, and like you're sending such a large amount,
Mhm,
and then it's like, you're waiting for it to go through and you're
mhm.
refreshing your wallet and it's not going there, and it's like it's
Yep,
processing. That was one thing.
exactly.
That was one
Um,
thing when I came to
mhm.
Ronin. It was like really comforting because I was
Yeah,
like, I felt way more safe just sending stuff from Ronin wallet to Ronin wallet and stuff. But once you're on ETH,
exactly.
and like the gas fees are so high, so if you fuck up, then it's
Oh
like
yeah, dude.
so expensive.
Dude,
Um,
speaking of gas fees, at the height of Axie in 2021, right? I got $200 worth of FSLP. So I cashed it
oh,
out.
okay.
I went through the channels. I went through. I bridged it out, and then I sent it to my MetaMask, and then from my MetaMask, I was able to cash it into Binance, right?
Hmm.
So at the end. At the end of that entire process, my $200 worth of SLP is now worth $100.
Yep. That's exactly how it be. You're like, where did my money go? I was just transferring it. So I was
Yeah.
so happy to get off of it. Get off of like, ETH and stuff like that and come to Ronin.
Screw Ethereum.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. The- and so yes, Nietzsche, thank you for
So was your introduction to
uh-huh.
Web3 through Axie, or were
Yes.
you into Web3 before that?
I was interested in Web3, but I mean, it was always portrayed as scams or only terrorists use it. They use it to buy nuclear weapons and stuff.
Yeah.
You know how the media usually portrays in the early 2010s, right? In the mid 2010s. So I knew about it. I was interested in the technology, but I never really dipped my toes into it because it sounds like a giant scam to me.
Hmm.
So it
So,
wasn't until Axie until I found, oh, okay, so I have to go through crypto to buy units for a game, and that I can
yes.
understand because that has tangible and actual utility as opposed to having a coin and it sits on a computer somewhere and I have the password to that wallet, and that didn't make sense to me at all
Yeah, when you say
at
it
the
out loud
time.
like that, crypto sounds dumb as fuck.
Yeah, because at least I mean, it's literally what banks do as well, right? But the difference is banks are subject to laws of the land, right? Like
Yeah.
they have to answer to the government, they have to answer to the people if they do something shady, right? But in crypto, there's no such thing. Like there's no government that governs it. There's no answering to the police. There's no answering to the people because it's anonymous, like multiple steps of anonymity. So if something messes up, that's on you. And I was not ready to do anything with that. I did not want to touch with a 10-foot pole until Axie arrived, of course. But then, yeah,
And then the transition happened. And then were you
yes.
always into content creation or was it
Hmm.
spawned from Axie? Like it says here that you had to keep repeating some of the explanations over and over to new people that came in. So when did the transition for you to make content happen, or were you always passionate about making content?
Okay, so I mentioned this in the article. In 2012, I was part of a very active community for Dragonist, and we usually had a lot of fun because every other day we do PvP sessions. Excuse me. And through those PvP sessions, I had this brilliant idea of using a screen recorder, and then I recorded like our PvP sessions. It was a lot of fun. People were laughing, people were having a good time, and then I uploaded that to YouTube to share with my friends. So look what I did here. Look at what I did. Oh, see, oh, you there, bro. Look at that outplay. And I was like, that was the entire purpose of me recording that and sharing it to my guild. And I put it on YouTube because it was the easiest way to share videos at the time, because we were all on TeamSpeak before. And I mean, the ancient technology of TeamSpeak did not allow for video sharing, right?
Of course, yes.
I think they still don't have it until now. But
I mean, is TeamSpeak still a thing?
They have a Twitter presence, but all they're doing is trashing on Discord. That's the entire identity of the TeamSpeak X account. But so going back to the story, sorry, we're getting sidetracked. But yeah, so I was sharing to my guild, and then for some reason 1,000 people watched the video. I was like, what? Why would you watch this? Nothing interesting is happening here. I mean, I guess it's a bunch of people having fun in a PvP game. So I guess that's sort of content, right? And that's when I realized, dude, I can just upload stuff and people will probably enjoy it. And that's when I started thinking, maybe I can upload videos, right? And I uploaded a few more Dragonist videos. It was pretty fun. I really enjoyed it. But when Dragonists started to fade into obscurity, I also lost interest in uploading videos. So around 2013, 2014 is when I stopped uploading. And until Ragnarok Mobile Eternal Love. So I don't know how many people here are aware of that game. It was a pretty popular game. It started with a Chinese server in 2015. And there was an entire community around that game. Can you believe that people were so starved of Ragnarok that people played a Chinese it was all in Chinese. You could not understand a single word, and people still played it.
I know, yeah.
Nostalgia.
Just because of nostalgia.
Yep. It was all about that. You know, it's funny because I was in that community, and then I found out that there was this Discord community that modded the game and translated the words into English. And that was the biggest community for Ragnarok Eternal Love. And that is when I started making guide. Because like I mentioned, I was pretty big in the blacksmith class community. I was a big part of it. And every time someone asked a question, I would answer the question. And then a few hours later, someone comes in with the exact same question. And I didn't know how to link. I don't even know. Did Discord have links to comments or links to posts back then? I don't remember. But I had to repeat the exact same answers all over again. And then the next day it happens 2 or 3 times again. And then on the next day it happens 4 or 5 times. And I got really, really annoyed. Like I'm helping the community, which I wanted to do, but I'm repeating the same stuff over and over. So there has to be a better way of doing this, right?
Yes,
because
exactly.
Obviously, yeah, there was a demand for that information, right? So I thought, why not make a video? That way I can link people to it, and then I don't have to repeat the same stuff over and over. And I took my Samsung phone. I had my it's a 3.55 millimeter jack, because back then we had audio jacks on cell phones. I don't know if people here were old enough to remember that. Do people here still use audio jacks?
Yeah, that's actually crazy that most phones don't have them anymore. Yeah.
When was the last time you saw a headphone jack? I haven't seen one in years.
Oh,
So
my
yes,
phone has one
I've
right
never
now.
even thought about it. Yeah.
Yeah. So the funniest thing was,
Then
my neighbor was actually taking care of chickens, and I would record on record on my phone. I was screen recording, and I was recording my voice along with the video at the time because I didn't know how to edit video, so I just wanted to take one full. I did it in one take, and every time I say something, that a chicken would just start clucking, or a chicken would start crowing in the background, and I watched the video, and so hi guys, this is Grawrz, and we are going to God, and then so I had to.
Wait, what happened? Did your mic just cut out? Did he just?
I thought it was my internet.
there goes Grawrz.
He's gone.
No, the dog is gone. Grawrz, you're gone. Grawrz,
We got rugged. We got rugged.
I cannot. Bro, what an exit! What was this exit?
We take like 5-10 times. Editors back then. Hello? Hello? No!
Hello?
No! Hello?
Hello.
Oh my god, the chickens are at me!
Bro, is he getting attacked live? Like, what are we hearing?
Wait, is my mic good now?
Hello,
What happened?
guys. Chickens took over. The cock said cock-a-doodle-doo.
Bro, they
What do you mean make it off your mind? Who is they? Who is they?
What is happening?
Oh my god.
The voices? Like, who took over the mic?
Are we having? This has never happened during a creator corner before. I don't. Okay.
He jinxed it. He jinxed it. You know.
Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Am I back?
Yeah.
Can you say
Okay,
what
dude, the
happened?
chickens, they found me, bro. I dodged them for 8 years and they found me again.
I'm so happy that you're here with us still.
Okay, you know what? I won't speak bad of the chickens anymore. Let's move on to this.
Okay. So to conclude that chapter of your life,
Yes.
with obviously stepping into content creation and stuff like that, it
Mhm.
was more so a necessity thing. You felt like you needed to because people were asking you the same questions all the time.
Yes.
So
yes.
you basically decided like, oh, I'm just gonna make a video that I can send to him instead of me explaining it 24/7.
Exactly. That's literally what happened. So
But that's cool. That problem turned into something that you like ended up being passionate about. Like you clearly
Yeah.
have an interest in content creation and clearly like enjoy doing it. So then
that's true.
making those videos translated into you pursuing streaming. Like, do you stream a lot by yourself, or is it more so the casting with Niche?
Those are very different stages. Like they
Okay.
happen at very, very far intervals. Okay, so
Ooh, okay.
I started. Oh, what the heck is that? What is
Oh
that
my
whale? Is that you, Nietzsche?
No, it's him. It's that guy you're talking to.
Oh, wait. Oh,
Guy
I
you're talking to.
didn't even notice that we had stuff like that. Wait, where is that shown?
It's an X live on
On
X.
the stream, yeah.
'Cause I'm looking at the screen share. There's no avatars talking there.
Yeah. But like, I had
It's only
to
on-
check. Cause like,
it's
I know
only on
your Grawrz used to like put his paw up. So I'm like, yeah, you can see.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. So, the reason so I started doing the videos, right? And I'm not talking badly about any other creatures. Anyway, so the funny thing is, so I uploaded like 2 or 3 videos, and they got a lot of views. Because apparently, me repeating the same stuff over and over in a video was a lot better because it got my channel monetized. So my intention of not wanting to repeat myself over and over actually got me financial incentives. So
Okay.
after that, I started making even more guides. So after Ragnarok Mobile, I moved into a different Ragnarok game because a new one came up, and then after that, Ragnarok. No, no, Mega Man X Dive. I don't know how many people know about that game, but Mega Man X Dive started becoming popular. So I started, I started making videos of that. Ragnarok X Dive would have been really cool. I have to admit, I would have loved to see that. And then, Dragonist, the game that started my channel in the first place, started a mobile game. So I moved to that until finally, Axie became a thing. So that was like 4 years worth of content across those 4 different games. So, and then that's when I started, because at the time I was really into like mobile games and stuff, right? And I didn't know if my audience on YouTube would watch my Axie videos. So I was thinking, do I really make guides for this? But then if I'm making a guide and I'm at 800 MMR, would people even watch me? Because I had a really bad team. I had a really bad team.
But you had
It
the
wa-
personality to make it entertaining.
I did, but it would just be me molding because my scuffed axes it kept losing. So I don't know how. I mean, at the time, that's exactly what Ulriki's format is, right? He gets angry
Yeah.
at the game, and that works for him. I don't think it would work for me because I like to keep my personality is very fun. I like to keep stuff energetic. If I start getting angry, that's not the kind of energy I want to project on the internet, right? So that's
Yes.
not that kind of content I want to make. So I didn't make content until I started around July 2020, June maybe July in 2021, and I played Axie. I was very active in the Twitch community. So Sean knows me.
Yeah.
The entire Super Whale crew, they know about me because I was always on their streams. I was active in their chat, and yeah, actually, Sean, you know what? I still remember the raid that you did, dude. That one raid got me affiliated in Twitch. Well, was it affiliate? That one raid got me affiliated on Twitch because after that one raid, people started watching me regularly, and that's how I got affiliate on Twitch.
Bro, one thing I've learned about Sean is Sean literally finds he's very good at finding potential in people from back in the day. Like Sean will always be like, "Oh yeah, I found this guy when he was no views and stuff like this." So yeah, Sean's very good for that, finding people
Yes,
when they're on the come up.
and very appreciative. Yeah, so that was around January of 2022 when Sean first raided me. I remember it because January 2022 was when I got affiliated, and yeah, that's why whenever Sean does something, I'm there to react. You know,
Yes.
gotta support the guy that supported me all those
Exactly.
years.
I wish Sean
right?
supported me as much as he clearly supports you and everybody else in the community. That would be awesome.
No, Cammyyy, you don't get the privilege.
I like how you're using my story.
Yeah. But yeah, no, that's really cool, dude. That's awesome. That's how you kind of found your bearings and stuff with streaming and everything. And do you have a kind of consistent streaming schedule now, or is it only something you do in your free time because you're working IRL? What's the vibes? If people hear your story and want to get tune into more of your content, is it more so Twitter stuff now, YouTube videos, streaming? What's the kind of thing they can expect?
Right. That's actually a really good question because I don't know myself. All right. So I used to stream every weekday during the pandemic because I worked from home. I had free time because the time I would have spent commuting, well, I just put that into streaming instead. So 2-3 hours every day, right?
Yeah.
But now that the pandemic is over, I have to report back to the office, so I don't have as much free time. I try to stream at least two times a week.
Okay.
Sometimes I get 3 days of streaming days. So sometimes the stars align, I get 4. but that's very very rare. At the very minimum, I stream at least twice a week, and my stream schedule is around 9:30 a.m. Philippine time. So I think that's like directly 12 hours opposite of Pacific time. So that's like 9:30 p.m. for you guys. So that's how I got rated by Sean, because I stream in the mornings and I think he streams at the evenings. So as he's about to go to sleep, I start my stream. So that's how the stars align, and that's how he rated me.
Well, that's great how it turned out, and you're obviously part of Moku Friends with Benefits. And if you ever want to stream in Moki's Corner and stuff like that, feel free. I don't know if you saw the call to action I put out a couple of days ago, but we're always looking for people to stream in here. So if you ever want to do that, and we can ping to get some of the Moki people in here to support you and watch your streams, we'd be happy to do that for you.
Oh wow, that would be appreciated, dude.
Yeah, no, definitely. Like, and that goes for anybody here actually. Like, if you guys are part of the Moku Friends with Benefits setup that we've got going on here, like, we want to encourage people to stream here. So, and I know a lot of people might be nervous or may not like be able to stream by themselves because they're shy or whatever, but like, I'm offering up my time to help co-host with you guys, or maybe some of the other creators in here will like jump in and hang out with you and play the games with you and stuff like that. But yeah, no, that's just a little call to action for people that maybe want to follow your path and start streaming too, because obviously it can be a very intimidating thing to do at first. Nobody's like going to be a perfect streamer right off the bat.
Well, it's just based on personal experience. If you can't stream by yourself first, you can go to your friends' stream, like just like hang out with them for a while, and then after that, you're like, okay, stream by yourself. That's what I did at the beginning.
Step one
when
is
I
finding
still
friends.
stream. But I still stream. Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, yeah, if anyone wants to, I can also offer insights on streaming, because I've been streaming for what, 4 years now?
Yeah, around that much.
Yeah, 3-4 years. Yeah. Yeah, I do have some insights about streaming, and I don't know if I'm qualified because I peak at 20 viewers on Axie.
I mean,
So-
I think 20 viewers is already a pretty high amount for Twitch. Like, I think, isn't there like a crazy percentage of people that only have like one viewer on Twitch? Like,
Yeah, and it's their mom.
So-
I mean, Axie's demographic is pretty niche right now, so 20 is a big number.
yeah, exactly.
Fair enough. But yeah, yeah. So I mean, that's just me being humble. Don't mind me, guys. Anyway, so yeah, if anyone does want to stream and they want to talk to me about it, I'd be happy to share my insights. And
Well, honestly,
yeah,
honestly, if you were putting up an offer like that, would you be interested in maybe doing a workshop kind of thing at some point for the other Moku Friends with Benefits people?
That depends on the time, because I did have to go and ask for
Maybe
1
we
hour
can
early
get, like-
today. Yeah, so
Yeah,
let's see what we
well-
can work out. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, it can be anytime. It can be anytime. We can just arrange something and get a bunch of the people together, the Moku Friends with Benefits people together, and you could maybe host a type of workshop if you want. Kelsey's eyes are immediately open. She's like, yes, a workshop. But yeah, if that's something you're interested in doing and helping other people out with, we can arrange it. We can sort it out in DMs.
All right. Sure. We can talk about that.
But yes, let's go into the final chapter of your story here. Obviously,
Yes.
you went over how you ended up making guides and how that's become your thing. So then, to your surprise, people watched you, and then in 2016, obviously the content creation took a turning point, and you got monetized, and now you are shoutcasting for Axie Origins and continue creating guides. So let's jump into that segment of your story.
All right. So I have always been a fan of esports. As when the first, I don't know how many Dota fans are here, but when Dota 1 started the first international, I was there watching, and that was when Zayori, OD Pixel, and all of the other casters for Dota. That's when I really saw, hey, these guys are talking about the game and they're doing it in a very exciting way. Hey, I can do that. That's what my first thought was, and I was thinking, which game can I do that in? Because I don't think anyone knows who I am for Ragnarok, because it was a Chinese game, right? So
Okay.
it's impossible for that game to have esports related content, right? I mean, there's obviously guild wars and stuff, and I do write up like reports for my guild, like how many castles we got that week, what the battles were like, who were the active guilds and stuff. But that was just for my internal guilds, like strategic planning for the coming week, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I played other games like Dragonist Mobile did not have it had a competitive PvP scene within the game, but there's no esports for it. There's no one playing it on Twitch. There's no one playing it on TV, that kind of stuff, right? So that wasn't gonna happen either until Axie started making tournaments at the time, and I was thinking, hey, I can do this. I can cast, but no, I mean, I was just another guy on Twitter, on X, on Twitch, and I haven't really done any casting of my own, right? Like, so I can't really. I don't have a portfolio. I don't have a resume for casting, so no one really took me seriously until the magical first. I think what was that? I think that was the third Elite 8 or the second Elite 8. I was because I think at that point around 2024, early 2024, the Elite 8 started, and I was actively streaming. I was streaming very consistently at that time. So I know at least Jiho knows who I am, because he had that one tweet where, "Hey Gio, did you see the stream I did? Yeah, your streams are great." So at least I know he knows that I exist, right? And then I got approached by Jadster. He was like, "Hey Grawrz, we're looking for casters for Elite 8. Do you want to try it?" I was like, yes, please. I've been waiting for this all my entire life. Please give me a chance to cast. Yes. Oh, obviously he couldn't hear me through chat, but that's what I was going through my head.
Yeah. For sure.
I never knew.
I typed yes, I would love to as a response to the chat, but that's what was going through my mind. So if Jatser ever hears it, that's what was in my head. Okay, that's what's in my head when you offered me. I was like, oh my god, I finally have my chance to cast. But I think the reason for that was 2 or 3 months before that, I was casting for Aperon when Aperon was still on a different chain. Biku was there. Biku was part of their team, right? And Biku invited me to be a caster because he knows I wanted to be a caster for such a long time, and he invited me over. And my very first casting gig was with Aperon. I was around 2023, in like Q4 of 2023. I still have the NFT from that event, so I have proof that it happened.
Beautiful.
The comment from back then was I needed more energy, if you can believe it, because I was very nervous at the time. So I was very methodical with what I wanted to say, because I was very, very, very nervous. Obviously, that doesn't happen anymore, thanks to my wonderful co-caster here that likes to roast me on stream in front of hundreds of people. So having a friend really takes the what do you call it? The nervousness, the anxiety of casting, and that really helps. So if anyone here wants to cast as well, it would really help if you have a friend, because the format that we have is that we are already aware of each other's personality, so we just feed off of each other. Yes. And if my philosophy when casting is, if I'm having fun, if my co-caster is having fun, the audience is also likely to have fun.
Yeah, I think that's a good mentality. And actually, like when you were saying about the anxiety and stress and stuff like that, like I am pretty introverted myself. So like when I started hosting this show, for example, and started doing this stuff, I was kind of like thrusted into this position where like you know, I wanted to push myself to be like more out there, and like obviously hosting a show is quite a big step of doing something. So I was like, I felt all that, and like now I'm like chill. Like obviously Danny's on here, and like we joke back and forth and stuff like that. So everything you said is kind of very much true, but I do get that feeling now when I have to go host an X space for Tama Talk and stuff like that, because Discord is like very much my comfort zone. Like I'm good in here, like I see the chat, everything like that. But like X spaces gives me that same feeling that you're saying now. It's like so like, you know, it feels, you know, it's just out of my depth still. But yeah, no, definitely relatable. Like once you get somebody with chemistry, like me and Edu are on Tama Talk, and like we are very good at talking back and forth now. So, but it's very relatable. Everyone can relate to that. Like, don't think anybody like me or Grawrz or anyone that jumps on here is like, you know, not stressed or like panicked or whatever about jumping on a stage or whatever. It's obviously still there, but it's just less.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think it took them 2 tries before I started casting as well. Because like I was like, I don't want to do it, but like, and
yeah, exactly.
I eventually tried. And like, it's okay, I guess.
I had to convince Nietzsche for like hours to cast with me, dude. She did not want to do it, and I had no one else to do it with, because everyone I asked just straight up said no, and she's all like, maybe. And I was like, bro, you have to do it, dude. Everyone knows you. You have your personality in Axie, dude. We have to do it. And I don't know how I convinced her. Somehow she agreed.
I was like, might as well do it, kind of thing. And then now we're here.
Now we're here.
Anyway, let's close off Creator Corner. Grawrz, if you want to have any final words and stuff like that, like it's been awesome getting to know your full lore, and like obviously we'll have this chopped up and have a video out later in the week and stuff like that. So you know, a cool thing with these things is if the creators ever want to introduce themselves to people in future, they can just take the clip that we have on Woku Weekly and just send it to people. I think it's really cool to have everyone's story just in these video clips, and like obviously we have them all saved and everything like that. But yeah, like it's been awesome getting to know you and going through your full lore in such detail and everything like that. And we definitely would love to follow up on maybe doing a streaming workshop for people who might be as nervous and everything like that. So that'd be really cool. But if you have any final words or like final things that maybe we didn't get to cover or anything, like feel free. If not, we can close off.
I think that's a good amount of Grawrz lore already. I mean, obviously there's a lot more to my life than just the stuff that we talked about, but we can save that for a future.
Yeah, for sure.
Future call.
Or maybe we can get that lore during the streaming workshop. What's your final goals for the year? Do you have any personal creator goals or stuff that you want to achieve yourself this year?
My current goal is to consistently release 1 guide per week. I think I've been on track so far. Like I've released a lot of guides in the past few weeks, and because my entire shtick is that I make guides. That's why I am Grawrz Guide on Twitter, and for like 2 years I didn't make any guides at all, and I'm kind of. I made guide as my last name for my character, and I don't do it, so it kind of felt bad. So I'm going back to that. I'm going back to making guides.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Okay, so
Grawrz, one thing you learned today is do not curse chickens.
Shh, do not speak. Do not speak of those creatures.
Okay.
All right. They might cut off my mic again. All right. Okay. I do have one more thing to.
Okay. Hit us with it. Oh no, they got to him. Bro.
You had to say the word, Nietzsche. You just had to. He's gone forever.